to Stark Reality Garage. I got the Jeep in the garage again. Went on a off-road trip up to Bradford, Pennsylvania with at the Jamboree, and the Jeep did great. New tires were terrific. Only problem I had was the Posi-Lock. The Posi-Lock on the front axle, it didn't work. It had a real hard time connecting. On the first day, the wheels were spinning a lot. Then I got it to lock up, kept fiddling with it, it locked up. And then the second day, that cable doesn't move at all, and it still doesn't move. So I cannot get it to lock up. So I'm going to take that thing apart and figure out what's wrong with it, number one, because I adjusted it multiple times and thought I had it just right, but apparently I didn't. You know what, I'm just going to remove it, put a block-off plate, and switch to the TJ axles. Got some nice upgraded axles, so I'm just going to swap that out, and just go straight to straight axles. So first things first, I'm going to take a look at what that problem is and try and figure out why it didn't work. Cable lock, and you know, the button pushes in just fine, but it does not come out at all. It is just stuck in there. Kind of feels like it's stuck here, but who knows where it's stuck. So take the whole thing apart and we'll figure out what the issue is. All right, so I got the Jeep jacked up, and you're going to spill a little fluid opening this thing up, if you remember from before. And let's zip these things off, and I have a feeling we're going to find that somehow that sleeve has it's locked up in there or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, the fork looks fine. Oh, you know what? Oh, wow. All right, so there's let me get the light right here. That's the little collar that slides between the two pieces of the axle. It is stuck right there. It does not move one bit. So somehow it got jammed on there or something. So, well, let's see if we can't get it out of there. Okay, so this actually moves okay, but it gets stuck when it gets over here to the right. It gets kind of jammed in there, and I don't know that it normally moves that much. I don't remember the fork moving it too much. It only moved it a little bit and then moved it over because there isn't that much motion in the thing. I have to wonder if it jumped out of the forks and got jammed, and then this is sloped, so the fork pushed on this and jammed it to the side, and then that's why it couldn't move, because it was trying to move to this direction, and this was in the way. So it pops right out if you put a little pressure on it, but it jams in right there. So again, I had high hopes for the cable lock, but my vacuum worked way better. So it's good to just remove it. I just couldn't see myself recommending that, because I worked on this quite a bit, even more than what I showed on video, getting it set up, and it still didn't work. So it's disappointing. So you can buy just an axle for this side and a seal for probably $100 used. A used TJ axle just for this passenger side, and a new seal. The seal is right here on this side, which is too far away. So we'll move the seal to the inside by the diff when we swap this out. But I think that's just a better option. So a little more work. Technically, but well, not really, because there's a lot of work to get that cable put in, but we'll get rid of this now. So the last thing to get rid of the split axle, is the wiring, and unfortunately this is the wiring that lights up the light on the dash. saying 4-wheel drive. So there's not really a way to do this once you put in that single axle that I know of. Easy enough to remove. It's just got a regular junction up here underneath here, which is easy enough to find right there. And you just leave that there, and we'll get that removed. And that was the very last piece.